can I help you, sir?
Hey there from wherever you're listening to my voice. Welcome to my channel, and in this episode I want to talk to you about top 6 best TV villains.
Speak her name again!
Number 6. Wilson Fisk, played by Vincent Donofrio, Netflix's Daredevil. Even though the MCU is trying its best to ruin Wilson Fisk for us, making him a weak simp who looks for a girl's approval, Echo to be exact, I will not forget his portrayal in the Netflix's Daredevil, and I will not let you too. He was an absolute powerhouse of a villain, a menacing presence in a dark underworld. He was not afraid of anyone, and he could take down his enemies in a split second. Wilson Fisk is a disciplined man, and even though he could take people with his sheer power, his reliance on his mind was something that made him really special. A well-educated madman who bowed to no one, and when he fell in love, he was prepared to do anything to have his girl by his side, even if it meant doing some nasty stuff.
In the interest of friendly, let me help you with these.
Oh, it's really okay. I'm just up there.
So I'll take one, you take the other.
Number 5. Arthur Mitchell, aka the Trinity Killer, played by John Lithgow, Dexter. Dexter remains one of the best shows even after with all that happened, in the season 6 and the stuff, which was... For me, Rudy in season 1 was the only character that could really make Dexter Morgan go crazy. But Arthur Mitchell, aka the Trinity Killer in season 4, almost did the same thing. In my opinion, he is like the closest thing that we can get to a serial killer in real life. On the first look, he looks like a lovely father, a family man, and with a boring job, but in the inside, he is the monster who will take everything from Dexter Morgan. I still remember that I paused the show for a smoke when I realized how does he pick his victims and slays them in cold blood. He is really a scary man.
It was a pretty good party. Do you think Carol from payroll and Mike from shipping are going to hook up?
Number 4. Mr. Burns in The Simpsons. Everybody knows The Simpsons. I can't say most of them love it, but it's a TV show that has been going on for more than 30 seasons. This show represents a middle-class working family in the United States. With the length that this show has, it does not come short about the best villains, but Mr. Burns is the main bad guy. He is a greedy, devious, and super rich businessman, and the owner of the Springfield nuclear power plant, whom Homer works for. As long as this show has been going on, he did lots of evil things, from attempted murder to trying to seduce Marge Simpson, but the worst thing that he did, in my opinion, has always been blocking the sun. He is a global threat.
I'm going to serve it to Sansa at my wedding feast.
Your Grace.
Number 3. Joffrey Baratheon, played by Jack Gleeson, The Game of Thrones. Where do I start with him? The illegitimate son of Robert Baratheon and Cersei Lannister. He can have his own top 6 worst things that he ever did. I probably will make that someday. Beheading Ned Stark and making Sansa to look at her father's head. Killing for fun, disrespecting every single character in the show, and the list goes on forever. Joffrey is the purest form of evil without a single aspect that could redeem his character. Joffrey is one of the main reasons of the big quarrels in the King's Landing, and single-handedly, he has smothered the name of 2 houses of Baratheon and Lannister. But let me tell you this, he also had one of the most satisfying endings for an evil. A true prime Game of Thrones character that we really missed in the last 2 seasons.
I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better.
Number 2. Homelander, played by Antony Starr, The Boys. A sadistic narcissist who sees himself above all. Superman without kryptonite. Leader of the Seven and the strongest superhero in the Boys universe. Deep inside, Homelander is a poor and weak being who feeds on attention and love and seeks approval all around. And maybe the only thing that keeps him in cage and he doesn't go berserk is the sad things. To be honest, Antony Starr is what made Homelander a great villain. His portrayal of this psychopath is undeniably one of the best traits of this villain. And who am I kidding? One of the best parts of The Boys. I forgot to tell you about his powers, but as I said, he's literally Superman without kryptonite. And yeah, he thinks of people as ants. Before I talk about number 1, like and subscribe and do those other stuff.
I don't think we're alike at all, Mr. White.
Number 1, Gustavo Fring, played by Giancarlo Esposito, Breaking Bad. I mean, who else could it be? Gus Fring is peak villain, peak evil, and peak bad guy. Not only a smart, cunning, and prudent drug lord, but also a revengeful, sadistic, and a cold-blooded killer who never fails to get what he wants. Breaking Bad ended more than 10 years ago, so, grow up about this spoiler that I'm about to give. Gus Fring's death has always been one of the most iconic scenes on any TV show I've ever seen in my entire life. It was worthy of his character. Every single thing about Gus was perfect. And what really bothers me actually was that from time to time you really wanted to root for this chicken shop owner. Whatever I say, you've heard it before about Gus Fring. And yeah, that was my list of top 6 best villains in the TV shows. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and ask your significant other movies at 6. And please tell me, who was your favorite? And was he here? Or was she here?